There was a successful old farmer who grew tomatoes for many years. One day, his grandson told him, "Grandfather, I want to achieve great things in life and make all of my dreams come true. What are the things I should avoid?" The farmer paused for a moment and said, "First of all, you should avoid procrastination. Secondly, you should never be afraid to fall. Thirdly, don't ever fool yourself. But the most important of them all, I won't tell you yet," the boy asked. "Why, grandfather?" the farmer responded. "I will tell you at the appropriate time." 1 week later, the farmer took his grandson to his tomato field for the first time. He showed him a large portion of land where he grew some of his tomatoes. When the farmer saw how amazed the little boy was, he asked him, "How do you see them?" The boy replied, "They look very healthy. Their stems are solid, their leaves are green, and their fruits are smooth and red." The farmer smiled. Then he took him to a separate small portion of his tomato plants and said to him, "How about these ones? Can you compare them to the others?" The boy shook his head and said, "They don't look healthy. Their stems are weak, their leaves are yellow, and they haven't developed any fruit yet. What do you think is the reason?" The farmer uttered, "That's because they are surrounded by unwanted plants called weeds. These weeds compete with the main plants for nutrients in the soil, leading to stunted growth for the plants." Then the farmer held his grandson on his shoulders, looked at him in the eye, and said, "Now is the appropriate time to answer your question completely. The most important thing you should avoid to become successful in life are negative people. These people are like the weeds, and they would stunt your development and stop you from reaching your dreams. They have nothing to offer as they wallow in their problems and fail to focus on solutions. They are energy suckers, and you will feel drained being around them. So you shouldn't sour out yourself with such kind of people. Be around people who bring a smile to your face, fill your heart with joy, and push you toward greatness. Choose your friends wisely, and they will never put you down."
A father saw that his 11-year-old son was crying silently. He asked him, "What's the matter, son?" The young boy replied, "My rich classmates mocked, called me son of a gardener. They said that my father lives only on the money he earns from watering and feeding plants for people." The father paused for a moment, then said, "Come with me, son. Let's plant some flowers. It might cheer you up." He held his hand and walked him to the garden. Then he took out some flower seeds and said, "Let's carry out an experiment. We will plant 2 flowers separately. I will care for one and you will care for the other. I will water mine with clean water from the lake, but you will water yours with dirty water from the pond. We shall see the outcome in the weeks to come." The son was delighted as he joined his father in planting the flowers. It took them some days to finally germinate the flower seeds. They cared for them respectively and watched them grow. Later on, the father brought his son to the garden and said to him, "Look at the 2 flowers and tell me your observation." The boy responded, "My flower looks better and healthier than yours. How is that even possible when your water is cleaner?" The father smiled and said, "That's because dirty water doesn't stop a plant from growing. Rather, it serves as organic fertilizer to help it flourish. You see, son, there are some people who put you down in life, mock your dreams, and throw dirt on you. Always remember that there's nothing wrong with you. It is their ego they have to satisfy. So, don't let the harsh words from people affect you. Instead, let it encourage you into being a better person. In doing so, you will be like the plant and will flourish even in the midst of dirt like negativity and harsh words."
A blind boy sat on the steps of a building with a hat by his feet. He held up a sign which said, "I am blind, please help." There were only a few coins in the hat. A man was walking by. He took a few coins from his pocket and dropped them into the hat. He then took the sign, turned it around, and wrote some words. He put the sign back so that everyone who walked by would see the new words. Soon the hat began to fill up. A lot more people were giving money to the blind boy. That afternoon, the man who had changed the sign came to see how things were. The boy recognized his footsteps and asked, "Were you the one who changed my sign this morning? What did you write?" The man said, "I only wrote the truth. I said what you said, but in a different way. I wrote, 'Today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it.'" Both signs told people that the boy was blind, but the first sign simply said the boy was blind. The second sign reminded people how fortunate they were to have their sight. Should we be surprised that the second sign was more effective? Morals of the story. 1. Be thankful for what you have. 2. Be creative and innovative. Think differently and positively. 3. When life gives you 100 reasons to cry, show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. 4. Face your past without regret, but handle your present with confidence and prepare for the future without fear. 5. Keep the faith and drop the fear. 6. It's a beautiful thing to see a person smiling, but more beautiful if you are the reason for the smile. 7. Faith is not only about everything turning out okay, but more about being okay no matter how things turn out. Please share this story. Maybe you'll touch someone's heart and become the reason for the smiles on their faces.
Reading people's psychology. According to psychology, if someone puts their phone face down when they are sitting across from you, it's likely that they are hiding something they don't want you to know. If someone is zoning out and you suddenly ask them what they are thinking about, watch if their arms move toward their brow or nose. That means they are lying to you no matter what they say. When a group of people is laughing, everyone will silently look at the one they are most interested in. If someone slams their fist on the table and yells at the same time, they are really angry. But if they slam first and then stand up, they are just faking it. The more serious looking someone is in the outside, the more likely they are to be ruthless on the inside. When someone looks to their left, they are recalling memories, while looking to the right means they are processing thoughts. There's no such thing as an accidental slip of the tongue. Every verbal blunder is a subconscious expression of their true thoughts and feelings. If someone looks surprised for more than 3 seconds, it's definitely fake.